We're on.
Hello, Scentsy friends,
Woo-woo!
and welcome to this month's edition of the Scent Bar. I'm Casey K in the house, and I'm joined by my friends. We have Cassie. She's driving, so we're going to let her keep doing that. Then we got Jamie. Jamie, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Jamie Bass. I'm director of Teen Movers and Shakers. Oh, I'm a star director now. That's so weird.
Congratulations!
Anyways, cheers, y'all.
Kelly.
Kelly Wiggins with Teens Dreams Happen. Cheers!
Woo-woo!
Kristen.
Kristen Marker, Scentsy Star Director for Team Sense and Dreams.
Nice
Cheers.
glasses, girl.
And then we got the lovely Lisa in the hizzy.
Proud director of the Watson Your Warmer Scentsy team.
Woo. What does your mug say, Lisa? Girl boss?
Yep.
Ooh, I like it.
Fun, fun, fun. So, as always, we're going to keep it fun tonight. We're going to keep it fresh to death. And
Fresh.
and we're going to try and keep it fast. We're going to get you guys out of here within about 40 minutes. So we have a lot of topics to talk about, and we left you guys some clues along the way. So we're going to reveal what the answers to all the clues were, and we'll start with this one. So, show them your love. Let them sign up for one of these two clubs. Keep the cycle going. They won't want to stop. Your sweet little presence will encourage them to shop.
Ooh, that's a good one. We had a lot of really good guesses for this, and a lot of you are on the lines of VIP and customer loyalty, which is on the right track, but we were actually getting at two different things here. One is the Scent of the Month Club, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about, and the other one is something that Cassie Shaw is going to talk to you guys about. So let me just explain how this Sample of the Month Club works and give a shout out to three of you who were super close. We had Megan Asmus and Kathy Robinson and Austin Ripken who guessed the Sample of the Month Club, which is pretty darn close. So we'll give you guys some bonus points for that, okay? The way a Sample of the Month Club would work is obviously you enroll in your Scent of the Month in your account tab, and you get all these awesome bars and flyers and rub and sniff stickers every month. So what you're going to do is you're going to advertise these as 6 for $25, buy 5, get 1 free, but instead of the customers getting 6 bars at one time, they're going to get 1 brand new bar every single month. So I advertise this for 6 months, sorry. So I advertise this at home parties, at events, as well as putting this into my little customer orders and putting it in my newsletter so that my customers know that this is something they can do. I have about 4 or 5 people that enroll in this every month, and they always renew, so they give me $25, every 6 months or so, and that's going to get them 1 bar of the Scent of the Month. So it's a great way for them to kind of refresh their own little stash, as well as a chance for me to share some new products and samples with them, because they never just buy the 6 for $25. They're always going to buy a little bit more. The washer whiffs, I have a couple customers I've really hooked on the laundry products because they're awesome, things like that. So it's a great way to put your extra touch on it. Boom.
And are you shipping those out, Jamie? Do you ship those out each month?
I don't. I usually just deal with the locals when I am doing the Scent of the Month Club. I could, in which case I would have to charge for shipping to cover that cost. But so I just deal with local people that are just within 5 or 10 minutes of my house, and I usually get the bar dropped off to them within a week or so of it being delivered, just in my normal errands and running around. So they know to expect it that third week of the month.
Awesome. And then Cassie has an awesome club that she does, but it looks like she might be having some technical difficulties.
Are you there? Oh, there she is.
Okay. Cassie, do you want to tell us about your club?
Yes. I'm not going to look at y'all because I'm going to be safe. But what I do, when I first started, I did the 5-5-30 club. Now I do the 6-6-40 club. And what that means is I find 6 people Usually they're good customers. They're not necessarily local. Actually, none of them have ever been local. 6 customers commit to 6 months of ordering $40 each month. So every single month on the 1st, they send me their order for $40. And then they rotate through those 6 months. And one of those months, each person will be the hostess of the month. So they're still going to spend their $40, and they're also going to get their free and half off. Now, because you do the 6-6-40, you could always make it where they don't have to buy their month and they just get the hostess rewards. When it was the 5-5-30, we had to in order to reach the 150. So what this does for you is it sets you up in the beginning of the month to already have over 200 PRV. And that's what a lot of people struggle with, is to go active a lot of times. So if you have those people committed to be part of this group with you, then it helps you at the very beginning of the month to automatically have that PRV in. So I usually would contact, I haven't actually done it in a few months, but when I've done it, I would contact the people, usually starting on the 25th of the month, and to collect their order. That way I was ready to input it all on the 1st of the month. Now, I've had people ask me before, well, aren't you worried someone's going to like bail out of it? And that's when I say you need to make sure that who you are using, or the people that you're using for this club, are good customers. You want to make sure that they're loyal customers with you, not some person that orders, one bar every now and again, or not someone that they not ever ordered from you before, because you don't want them to get the hostess rewards and then never order again and leave your other people hanging. I've never had that issue. I've always had people committed. So that's the key, is finding your good loyal customers. Very similar probably to the loyalty plan or whatever, the VIP plan. It's just you're handling it all yourself. So to me, that was always really good, because I was guaranteed to go active at the beginning of every single month.
Yay!
Yay.
Awesome. Thanks.
I love that idea, Cassie. That is awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Can you share how you find those people? Sorry, am I allowed to ask questions?
Yeah.
Nope, you're fine. So I did not do it until I was at least, I've been doing Cincy for at least 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
And it was those regular people that came to me every month or every 2 months and ordered Cincy. And for them to spend $30, I mean, they were getting a 6-pack of bars. Normally they got 7 bars, or a lot of them are the ones that love your warmers of the month, so they get a warmer.
Right.
Just the people that always would, we have those loyal customers usually that order. And then I would just ask them. And I also put, very similar to like Sample of the Month Club, when we post flyers on Facebook, I posted a flyer on who's interested in joining my 6-6-40 club, and then people want to know about it. And you'll be shocked how many people actually say yes. So your goal is to get 6 people, or you can even stick with 5 people. You just have to up it to what? 5 times 4. So you could do 5-5-40 club if you wanted. A lot of times it's easier to find a less amount of people to participate.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks for sharing that. I love that idea.
And I just want to add that it's probably a really good idea when you have customers who are always looking for a deal. Like, they're loyal to you, but they always want something, a little something extra, or what can you give me for this amount? So I think that would be a great program for those people.
Love it.
All right. Anybody have anything they want to ask Cassie or Jamie before we get going? Awesome. Okay. All right, let's do another one. Let's see. As these people talk about floors, you have the opportunity to offer them just a little bit more. But how do you get your foot in the door? Kelly?
Wait, was it?
It's
Kristen.
It's
Kristen. Kristen.
It was Casey's mad rapping skills that threw you off.
Sorry.
The answer is realtors. My favorite response in the riddle, though, was Lisa Anderson, because she said hotel concierge, and that got me thinking you could do something really cool with that. So I want to brainstorm on that and think, but I think that's an awesome idea to approach them somehow. Realtors. I love this topic because I think there are so many cool ways that you can go about approaching them. If it's done correctly, and I say that because when I first got serious about the business, I decided I was going to send a whole ton of letters to realtors. It didn't turn out so well because here's the thing. They're all about relationships. Our business is about relationships and theirs is too. So you want to kind of look at the people that you already know that are in your life that are realtors. And mainly you're going to be marketing to them for closing gifts and open houses. They are very busy people. They're running their own businesses. So you want to approach them by like, how can you add value to their business and what they're doing? So if you don't already, I would suggest making a list of realtors that you know, but if you don't know any, ask for referrals. Reward someone with something Scentsy for free for giving you a referral to a realtor. And then just start that relationship with them. And once it's been established, you know, don't hesitate to ask them if you can come to their office. I did this with my friend's mom is a realtor. She brought me into their office. They all have little cubby boxes, which are like mailboxes. I put flyers, a little sample gift in there. So I like gift wrapped it, but it was like different products that they could try out and fall in love with a flyer inside of it. You could set up a display within their office. And then this is my favorite little quirk. You could ask them if you can provide value to them by bringing Scentsy to one of their open houses, but then also see if you can accompany them to the open house. You can put a load of wash in they'd have to ask the homeowner if this was okay, but put a load of wash in the washer. You're now scenting up the whole laundry room. You put warmers, diffusers through the house, and then set up just a mini display. So it's kind of like you're getting a vendor event, but with no fee. So in turn, you're giving that realtor some Scentsy. You get to get the contacts, and now you've got new customers too, potentially. One thing to remember about realtor offices, if you are going in there, some realtors never actually go into the office. They're super busy, and they're selling homes. And those are the realtors you want to contact because they're the ones making the money, who are going to be given the most closing gifts. So how do you get in touch with them? A lot of either realtor associations or different agencies, they do monthly lunches, training lunches. And you can approach them and see that you can get into one of those training lunches and give a presentation. You've got someone's undivided attention at that point, which is what you want. But most of the time they want something from you. Some of them is providing food, so that would be a steeply cost, but you could probably barter or negotiate in there somewhere as well. But you can't ask for better attention than that and having the full floor in front of them. I work with a local realtor who does a vendor program in her office, so if you actually know a realtor, you can ask if they have this. If they don't, you can team up with them and kind of create it. The one I work with, there's different levels, there's different tiers, but you pay either $25 to $150 a month. And then some of the perks to that are you can have a display in their office. If a new realtor joins their agency, your contact information is on all of the information they get. The training information that goes out each month, your information's on there. You're marketed on their Facebook page once a month. You're included in their monthly newsletter, and then within this program you get to present either once a month or quarterly or yearly, depending on what tier you're on. But really you just want to provide value to them, make it easy and simple. So we've all seen those flyers on Facebook with all the different realtor bundles. Print them out, put them in a binder, let the realtor flip through, see whatever bundle works best for them. They pick it up or pick it out, package up the order, and then because they're in the business of follow-up as well, this is where you can provide value to them. Offer them a monthly or quarterly program where you create samples. If they've given a warmer as a closing gift, offer them a sample program. Drop the samples off or even mail them out for them to provide a means of following up with their clients. So I think that was a really cool way to provide value, and I
love that.
Isn't it so cool?
Love that.
So I really want to start implementing that. I think that's the coolest idea.
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
That's genius. I was thinking, so as you're talking about this, like, I mean, how many times have I been like driving around on a Saturday or Sunday and I see those open house signs? Like, I mean, this is totally just an opinion question. How likely would it be to go in there and strike up a conversation with this realtor that, assuming you don't know, about Scentsy, and you just so happen to have a sample bundle in your car? Like that's what I'm thinking
I love that.
That just seems so much less intimidating than, I'm just trying to think of how I would
Going
do this.
into an office.
I don't know if I could actually go into the office and be like,
Right.
"Hi," you know, like I feel
No,
like
I love that. That's
the
a great
one-on-one.
idea.
Actually, it's so funny because, like, you probably noticed I was, like, writing down copious notes like the whole entire time because
You're known for that,
I love
Kelly.
your thinking. It's outside of the box because it's stuff that I hadn't actually thought of before. But I will say, Jamie, I've done that and it worked. Yeah, I like saw an open house, and because it was a house that I secretly wanted to see anyway. So that kind of gave me extra courage. But I went in and I had Scentsy in my car, and I talked to the realtor and I asked if I could, and they borrowed my warmer for a week, and I ended up getting a customer out of it.
Love
So
I think
yeah,
I'm gonna start
so,
building that into like my weekend plans.
it. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
And I think it makes a big difference to actually having the bundle as opposed to a
Right.
flyer.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think anytime
sure.
somebody can see it and you get it, because the paper doesn't do our warmers that much justice.
like actually having it packaged with the bow and everything.
and
Like, that's what I'm
Yeah.
envisioning, like the actual thing that you would give. Yeah.
And then I think also, like, if you are giving back, like, you're going to help them on social media by advertising that realtor when they have
Yes.
open houses and getting their name out there. So you always have an opportunity to give something back. Love it, love it, love it. And you're adding value, just like you said.
Yep.
You're adding value to them. All right.
Love.
Anybody else have anything they want to add about the realtor bundles?
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. So this one's a twofer again, and this one is help a small business get their name around town, or help a local sports team spread their pride all around. What?
What?
So this actually covers two different topics, and we had a lot of right answers, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. We did. So, yes. So there were, the one that I'm going to be speaking about is custom warmers. And somebody actually mentioned that. We actually had two people mention custom warmers. So let's see. Austin Ripken was one. And then the person that answered first was Lisa Anderson. So congrats on that. Yay. So I've done a couple custom warmers, and I'll tell you that it was a lot of fun. I actually cold went into some businesses, and one of them happened to be a dentist that my daughter was getting work done, and I found out that the person that was operating on my daughter was what a better opportunity. And I asked her if I could take a couple minutes to chat with her about our custom warmer program, and she ended up loving the idea. And oftentimes, one of the things that I feel like businesses that want to take part of the custom warmers, they're wanting to thank referral as a referral program for companies that refer to them. So that particular office was a pediatric dentist. So any other home, more adult facilities, orthodontics, those kinds of things, they all kind of refer to each other. So referral program is a really good one. The other thing is it's reminding them the value that they're getting with the product. They're getting the warmer, a custom frame that's totally custom to however they want it to show off them or their business. And then they're getting a bar. And then they're getting it gift wrapped. And I literally, when I got them in, I gift wrapped every single one of them with a bow on the top. I also gave them samples. One of the ideas that I had to even add more value, because this was when they had to do 24 warmers and it was $50, so it was a lot more than it is right now. Remember that now it's 12 warmers and $25 each on sale. But I did a sample bundle, and I took 6 of the classic scents, and I melted them down and made samples of each of the scents. And then I put them in a cute little, it looked kind of like what you would get, like a little takeout, like Chinese little box, like, the boxes that they put the rice in. So it was like that, but it was really mini. And then I put this one of each of the 6 scents in that, and then I actually put a little bow around that too, and gave that as an extra gift for each warmer that they purchased as well. So they got 1 bar plus the 6 scents, gift wrapped with the custom frame. I went ahead and put the custom frame on it for each person. So they really appreciated that. Plus, I gave them a warmer for their office to display, to set up as well, which also helped advertise, which was awesome too, because anybody going in there as a customer saw it as well. So it's a great way to advertise. You can do sports teams, realtors, go into actual businesses, talk to them about it being a referral as a thank you gift. Some companies, and I was blown away by this, but the one that I was just referring to, she actually gives a gift to every family, especially when they're new to the company, as a refer. Maybe an office referred that family for them to have pediatric work done with their kids, and they would give a gift to the kid, and they would give a gift for the family. And so she was going to use it that way as well. So it was, you know, it's a little bit at $50, a little bit of a higher price point, but I can contact her back again and say, hey, they've lowered the price, and the sky's the limit with these warmers. I heard a story of somebody selling 6,000 units one time, and that was at $50 each. So you can imagine her PRV that month was crazy. So, but the sky's the limit. Like I said, gymnastics teams and dance studios, and you just keep naming and listing off ones and approach each one and offer this as a service to them with all of the value that it includes is awesome. So
I think the really cool thing about custom warmers is that when you're presenting it to the business owner is that every single time that the person that they give this warmer to, every time they change the wax, they're going to think of their company.
Totally.
And in turn, think of you. So,
yep.
And then I think it was on Jamie's team that I saw an awesome idea about.
I love Stacy's idea.
Yes. So share that, Jane.
So her idea, and I could pull it up, but I won't. It was, and I don't know if she's watching. She can correct me, but she had, you know, her two sides of the family, and they were going to do like a commemorative thing for like her grandparents on one side and the grandparents on the other side. So they were based, and because the minimum right now is only $12 and it's only $25, that's like crazy. So if you have a big family, enough of, I mean, I have a really small family, so that wouldn't make sense for me to do something like that. But people that have really big families, this is like gold. Like, you can advertise to them like your grandparents', you know, wedding anniversary or your family reunion or whatever. You just have to sell 12 of them. That is major. Now, can I ask, and I should know this, and I don't, is there like a setup, like how does the setup artwork stuff, submission stuff go? I know there's an FAQ, but just
when you get, yeah, whoever that has agreed to do the warmer with you, they give you artwork and you submit it to a specific email at Sensi.
Right.
And then they make sure that it's in the correct format, because the pigmentation has to be correct in order for the specs of it, basically, for the picture to show up clear.
Right. Just like anytime you ever do any custom artwork with a printer.
Yeah.
Right.
So once that's done, they'll send you basically a proof, and you send that to the customer for them to approve it, to make sure that it looks like they want it to. And then once they say yes, then you basically order the warmers, and you're choosing between black or white. You're submitting the artwork. You key in the scents, and then that's pretty much it. Like, they pay for it, and they start production immediately.
So is there a setup fee, like a fee for like the artwork submission or anything like that?
No.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
All right. No. We need to have like a brainstorm of like how we can take advantage of this program before it goes away.
And that was a good point, because because there's, I think, been some confusion, because there's a mention of a fee somewhere in the FAQ. But that is if they submit it as, yes, this is good, we're good to go, and they start production, and then the customer cancels.
It was $100 or something. I remember seeing that.
Extra. It's like a cancellation fee if they change their mind, type of thing. Yeah.
Oh man, huge. I mean, think about all like the rescues and the humane societies, and even just the PTAs. Oh my God.
That $25 includes a bar as well. So you're getting the warmer and the bar.
Like,
actually, so somebody did one in memory of a firefighter that had passed away. So like, there's those too. I mean, like I said, when I said the sky's the limit, the sky's the limit. Like, there's really so many things that you can do with them.
Insane. Yeah.
I get excited about it.
Me too. Me too. I really want to brainstorm this for realsies. Go ahead, Case.
No problem. Let's go. All right.
You know me when I get fired up. I just like do this.
She's like, table the scent bar. We're talking about custom warmers.
I may have switched from water into some grape juice.
Grape juice.
Fermented grape juice.
So another way to spread your name around town is what, Lisa?
Fundraising. Woo! It's an excellent way to get your name out there. Although I feel a little, after following all you ladies with your awesome advice, I'm kind of a little nervous here.
Don't let Lisa fool you. She's a master at fundraising. I want all of her secrets. Spill it, Lisa. Spill it.
Well, I didn't know that I had to be, so on the ball for this. But there's so many things you should know about fundraising, because not only, some people are like, especially newer consultants are like, well, I don't want to give away my commission, However, you gain so much from fundraising, so much more than you give away. Fundraising is not something that Sensi does. That's one thing you need to know. It's each consultant is giving whatever they choose to give. Some can't, afford to do all of their commission, so we'll just do 10% or whatever. I personally do 25%, and the reason I do that is, and I tell people that I'm giving them all my commission, because I am giving them everything, 25% of what they sell. However, when you have a team and you are earning bonuses on your team, you're typically earning more than 25%. So I feel like I'm still earning money, and I'm also getting the host rewards, so which I can then sell as stock, or I can give as gifts to the people participating in the fundraisers. So I never feel like I'm losing anything when I'm giving away my money. So that's one thing I wanted to notice. Also, besides the PRV that comes with a fundraiser, which can be significant, you can do. I've done small fundraisers, where I've only given $100 or $200 or $300, and I've done larger fundraisers where I've donated thousands of dollars. And I forgot where I was going with that. Don't mind me.
How do you find your fundraisers?
Okay, gotcha. So I just listen. On Facebook, I listen for people who are, well, now the thing is the GoFundMe. So anybody who set up a GoFundMe account, they're looking for money. And I don't know, but I think a lot of people would much rather buy something, get something for themselves, and be doing a good deed at the same time versus just giving, money. I mean, it all depends. But so look at, well, I wrote a list of fire stations, police associations, daycare centers, Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, churches, animal shelters, pet rescues, Little League groups, schools, single parents groups, battered women's shelters. Those are just some of the things that I wrote down of where you can go searching for them. But I found just listening to people who say, my cousin was in a car accident, whatever, my kid is going on a mission trip or a international trip or whatever. Any of those are opportunities to reach out and offer to do a fundraiser.
Mm-hmm. I think fundraisers are awesome during incentive periods when there's PRV requirements. I think that fundraisers had a huge part in a lot of the incentives that were won in the fall. Agreed?
Totally agree.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, we were just brainstorming together, like a week or so ago, and Jessica Kiss, who kind of logged in and logged out, she shared some of her fundraising tips. And one of my takeaways was to actually put fundraising packets where there are people that want to do fundraisers. So I'm thinking, like, at the dance studio and at the gymnastics place, to set it up like you would do a display. Can I leave these here for you? And just have them there, obviously with all your information all over. But I think that's genius.
Yeah. And I loved her outlook on it.
Mm-hmm.
She said, first of all, you have to decide that everyone needs a fundraiser and not be afraid to ask.
Yep.
So anytime there's an option. I think important, too, about fundraising is that all of the supplies that you buy for a fundraiser is a tax write-off. So you can write it off as marketing material.
Yep.
So it's really important to save those receipts. I also have, Lisa, do you offer incentives for reaching certain points in the fundraiser? Or have you ever?
Yep, and so I do that individual. I create each fundraiser to meet whatever need. So if I'm doing like last fall I did a high school band fundraiser, and I did gift cards, to top sellers. Actually, I did one to top seller, one random drawing from participants. That was like,
love that.
Yeah.
And I have done where I've given, Scentsy items to top sellers. It really just depends on the group.
Cool. It's a great idea. And I think like if you are doing fundraisers with a school, like, to do a buddy or a buddy clip or something like kid oriented, something that would motivate the kids or whatever group you're dealing with. I think that would be awesome.
Small gifts like the scent circles or car bars for the lockers.
Yeah, that's awesome.
When I've done school age fundraisers, so I've done like large gymnastics teams, that's what we did. We did a full-size buddy for a top seller, a buddy clip for a second winner, and then like I can't remember what the third thing was. I think it was like a $5 gift card so they could get whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
And that seemed, and those actually were the people who ended up being my customers, like after the fact. Like those were the hangers oners. So they did really well. Okay, who's ready for a commercial break?
Me.
All right. It's not really a commercial break. It's just a little time for a song.
Uh-oh. You're totally surprising us here.
Microphone checker.
Hashtag curveball.
Hashtag my part. All right, so let's hear it. Who's down with VIP?
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with VIP?
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with VIP? Every last homie.
Come on, Lisa, you know you love it. You love it. I don't know how you hold your hat like this. The whole, like, doesn't this hurt your head? My head keeps, like, getting itchy.
This hat is so big for my head, so it works. Oh, there you go. There's the glasses, Cal. So a lot of the guesses were for VIP. A lot of people, there was no riddle for VIP, but that is one of the programs that is definitely can shore you up some PRV when you don't have a party. So just there's an IQ on your workstation that's going to explain VIP in detail. So I'm just going to give you a general overview about it, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about customer loyalty and what one offers and the other doesn't. So just do like a side-by-side comparison. So let's talk VIP first. So basically, you can subscribe to get one of two things. You can get the Laundry Love, or you can get oils. Not you, but your customers. And you can have them delivered to them. They can have them delivered to them once every month, once every 2 months, or once every 3 months. It's the only possible way that you can get a brick in the world of Scentsy is by being a VIP customer. So if you have those folks, if you've been around for a while and you have those folks who love the bricks, get them in VIP. It's awesome. You get them addicted to the laundry. If you have 3 VIP Laundry Love customers, you're active that month. You don't even have to do anything. They have it automatically delivered. There's no work for you at all. So that's VIP in a nutshell. That's the quick version because we're running out of time. So then there's customer loyalty. Customer loyalty is a little bit different, and there is no FAQ. You can only find out about customer loyalty if you go to your PWS, which is just one more reason why you need to have a PWS. For those of you who don't have a PWS,
Get on it. Get on it.
Super important. Okay, so you go to your PWS. If you're on a PC or a laptop, whatever. Do people have PC? Is a PC a laptop? I don't know what the rules are. Anyway.
I have a PC. I'm on a PC right now.
Is that a laptop or is
No.
a PC like a standalone?
Yes.
It's a standalone.
They're just
It's a
used
desktop.
interchange.
But I thought a
Okay.
PC. Whatever.
All right, whatever. So we'll save the computer talk for the next seminar. Boom. Customer loyalty. You want to learn about customer loyalty? Go to your PWS. Click on the little shop button at the top, and then you'll have like the drop-down menu that gives you all the options. In your lower right-hand corner, it's different on MRI. Your left is your right, and your left is your and your right is your left. But in Cincy World, it is your lower right-hand corner. You click on customer loyalty, and there's a menu there that gives you. It's basically like an FAQ, but it's for the customer. But it's the only place that consulting can find it as well. So check that out. But quicker review of customer loyalty. Whenever customer is registered, and did you know that you can register as a customer? You can register on your PWS through Facebook. Been anything? Yeah. You go, click sign in on the PWS, and then it says sign in through Facebook, and you click yes. Yep, that can happen. So get your customers to do that. Then every time they purchase a consumable product, they can they can purchase consumable products, and they have the option, same frequency as VIP, to deliver it once every month, once every 2 months, or once every 3 months.
But it's something they have to enroll in. It's not going to like ask them. It's not going to prompt them like, do you want to enroll in?
Well, I'm getting to that part.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
So with customer loyalty, if someone goes in and they order a 6-pack of bars, bam, okay, I'll take these 6 bars. And then it says frequency right on there, and it'll say just this once, and then, or it'll say once every month, once every 2 months, or once every 3 months. And it's on every single time somebody places a PWS order on your website. So if they
heart this.
I know, right? So bada boom, bada bing. You get a couple of bars delivered to a person every couple of months. You get some PRV that you never knew they had. And they get to build points for this. So they get 1 point for every dollar in the U.S. It's 1 point for every dollar they spend. Everywhere else, the exchange rate, so it's 1 point for every PRV that they spend. So it's going to vary by region. And you get, I should remember this, 12 points, 12 bonus points if you order over $60.
$60 or more, yeah.
Yes.
Because there's just that question on my team page today. That's awesome.
Yes. And then once they reach a certain point, they get half-off items. Half-off items never expire. And same thing as VIP. Like you're building up the PRV each month. I think that's everything I wanted to say. There's a lot to say in a little bit of time.
Yeah, and all this stuff is on your resource tab and or your PWS, depending on which program you want to look up. And you can always ask us.
So if you ain't down with VIP, then you need to be.
You don't know me. We had some questions, guys. We had some questions.
Oh, okay.
So I just posted a quick thread on the page. I said, post any questions here. Lisa Anderson said, what would you say to initiate a conversation with a realtor? So I don't know. I think like what I'm legit planning on doing is making a bundle and walking in and checking out the house and being like, oh, do you have realtor gifts? Do you have, whatever? It kind of smells musty downstairs. I always have like a little stinks. I always have like a funny Jamie Batts way. I would slowly ease into the fact that I'm a Cincy consultant. I would probably be branded, and then I would say, oh, let me show you this. That sounds sketchy.
Let me show you what I have in my trunk.
So anyways, that obviously I'm not a good initiator of realtor conversations. Someone else can field that one.
I would ask them about them, like
Yeah.
like you would a hostess or anyone else. Ask questions about them, ask questions about their business, and then, you know, maybe towards the end of it, maybe get them to ask a question about you. You tell them you have a Scentsy business. Hey, do you think that there's any way that like I could like bring value to you? What could I do for you? Type thing.
You love that value word. I love it.
Silly ways. I don't know. I'm all about
And
value lately.
It's the same thing as giving more than you take.
Mhm.
It's the same premise. Like, it's an awesome thing to have your business built on. And I can promise you, like Kristen said earlier, realtors are in the business of relationships. So they're going to ask about you. Like,
Yeah.
they're the best people to talk to because they're going to want to know about you.
Yeah. So hopefully
Okay,
we answered that
we
question.
are so late.
I know, but there's 2 more questions.
Any more questions?
Yes, about our
Okay,
Unsent of the Month Club. Do we just offer it locally, or should we offer it to our non-local customers? And if we do, how can we mail their scent bar without it melting? I only offer it to local people because I don't want to deal with all that. I'm lazy. But you totally could, and you could charge shipping, and you could totally make it work. Or you could turn it into a sample of the month club. I know Casey does that. You do little mailings with a sample of the bar for each month. I kind of do that too in a different way, but you can definitely do that and make it work. Make it simple for you. Find a system that works for you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I do mail them. I do mail them out, and I charge $1.50 a month for postage.
Okay.
And that is not enough. It's usually about $2.50 for postage, but that's a business expense.
Right.
And I can, throw in other little samples and other little treats for them, and to me, it's worth it. And it's
you're
one
already
more
getting
way.
the discount, right?
Yeah.
How many things do you mail out each month and you pay, you're not charging anyone? How many samples or,
like a huge amount,
postcards? Yeah. Right.
There was
All right.
one other question, sorry. Can I just start a fundraiser for a group on my own, such as a humane society? I mean, yeah.
So if it is a national disaster or a well-known organization, you need the backing of that organization before you put it out there on social media.
Okay.
I will also add, though, that without the support of whatever organization it is,
It's going to be hard.
you're not going to do as well. If you just say, I'm raising money for, people don't often buy from you just because.
Right.
Yeah.
And on top of that, all of those like disasters that happen from here to there, like the bombings or whatever, like it is extremely tacky and frowned upon by Scentsy to start a fundraiser, say, oh, I remember the Paris one when there were bombings in Paris and everyone was showing a picture of the Scentsy Paris warmer and saying I'm going to do a fundraiser for that. Like, that is not something
It's out of compliance.
Yeah, that the company wants you to do. So just make sure that, yes, you can start a fundraiser for a cause, but like Lisa said, it is a great idea to have the support of the company or cause behind you.
Well, and I think it's the same thing as having a hostess, and you want to coach your hostess, and your hostess is going to help you. They trust they trust their hostess, so they're going to trust their organization. So if the organization is advertising for you, just like Lisa said, you got their backing, and you're going to do a lot better.
Great perspective. I like that.
Any other questions, Ms. Batts?
That was it.
Okay.
You're welcome.
And we'll take more questions, but let's do one last riddle. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. What method places you in the lobby? Oh, wait. What method places you right in the lobby when they head out the door? You provide them with Scentsy, build your PRV, buy so much more. And if you are in the Blazing Supernovas and beyond, you got a sneak peek on this topic last month in our monthly training.
Yes, because Teresa Franfeller was the only one who had the correct answer.
She's so smart. I love you, Teresa.
So smart.
She's a smart.
Yes, so I just spoke about this as a guest speaker on their group. But basically, one of my best PRVs, ways that I got business, and something that was very consistent for me that I didn't have to worry about each month is that I set up at a vendor as a vendor at a business location local to me. So I would go in during their lunch hour, and I would set up from approximately 11 to 2. Sometimes it would vary a little bit, and I would have usually as much time as I needed, but I would usually go about a half an hour to 45 minutes before and set up, and then I could usually tear down within a half an hour or so. There are some key people to ask about setting up at locations. If you want to go in coldly, you can do that too. I would take in products with you so that you can show off the products and actually be able to share what Scentsy is and have a visual. But you might need to actually schedule a meeting with that person as well. So just keeping that in mind, that you want to make sure that they're actually available and not taking up their valuable time when they're busy with something else. But key people, ready to write it down: operations manager, HR manager, and having a friend with an into the building is very helpful too. So those are the two people that you would get permission from. The other person too might be a concierge. If there is a concierge that's in charge of the building, they would have the highest say. And then it kind of trickles down from there. But knowing somebody that works there, or maybe their spouse works there, I would ask around friends. I literally stalked buildings, and I would be like, ooh, do I know somebody that works in that building? That building is huge. I bet it has a huge lobby, and I bet I could do well if I set up there. So keep it in mind too, if there's lots of separate suites. Sometimes it doesn't work as well depending on how the layout is. The layout can be very important in having a successful setup. But lobby or right outside the cafeteria are the two key places to set up, and usually they'll provide you table and chairs, and usually it's free. At minimum, they would ask for a donation based on your sales, so it's a win-win, because usually they're donating that to a charity. And I set up there every month. There's a few businesses that I set up every 2 or 3 months, but that was my choice just because they were a little bit slower and didn't have as much volume each month. I had success with sales, but I also had success with getting new team members and recruits from it too. So it was amazing, and I still have loyal VIP customers from it to this day, from setting up at a couple locations. So
I love it.
Awesome to do. Yeah, awesome. So that is vendor events in a business in a nutshell.
It's a great idea.
We've solved so many riddles tonight.
So many.
My mind is blown.
Blown. Can I blow your mind again?
Pew 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 pew. Yes.
I just had a brainstorm of a rap for us.
Okay.
Maybe
Do
it's
it.
the one.
Uh-oh.
I'll be your hype man. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You're growing your business. You're taking it far. Join us the third Monday. We're called the Scent Bar. I'll be here all week, people.
I love you all. I love you all. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We're sorry we kept you a little bit long, but I feel like the giggles were worth it.
Hopefully entertained you a little bit.
And give you lots of nuggets to go home with. So
I got nuggets.
I know, right?
Lots.
So we will
They're
see
gold nuggets.
Yeah.
I really was mostly drinking water. I'm not.
Oh my God.
Liar.
Mostly drinking water. Okay.
What?
The third Monday of every month. We'll see you back here in June. Deuces.